Hey guys, welcome in. Don't know if you guys can see me. I thought, let me hold on. Let's see. It's playing our intro still on my end, but I think I am live. How are you guys doing? Welcome in, welcome in. It is a C day on board Carnival Magic. Welcome in. Let's see. Oh, we have a few people coming in. I know some of you guys are working, but happy belated Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Okay, I can't see myself on the stream. Can you guys see me? I don't know if there's a delay. Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? I don't need to see myself. I just want to make sure you can see me.
I can see you.
You can see me? Okay. On my end, it's still playing our intro. So I don't know. As you guys can see, I am in. Can you turn that down? I am in our cabin, one of our cabins, and I decided to do the live stream here because my internet is kind of spotty all over the ship. So it's like I'll go in one spot, it'll be good, and then if I move a little bit, so it's just inconsistent. But I thought I would go live because this is what we have 2 more days today, and then we have tomorrow C day, and I figured I would come to you guys live because tomorrow will probably be kind of a crazy day trying to get the kids situated, sending them back home, because if you guys don't know, as soon as I get off the ship on, I don't even know what's today, on Sunday, I'll be boarding Celebrity Ascent. So I have to get the kids together. I have to do Joe Marie's hair. I have to kind of pack things that I'm going to carry for Celebrity Ascent. And so it'll be kind of chaotic tomorrow. So I was going to go live tomorrow, but I decided to go ahead and just go live now while I have some downtime. But welcome in, guys. I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving. We had a really, really nice day in Curacao yesterday for Thanksgiving. The only downside to yesterday was the dinner on board. If you guys didn't see my short or my reel for the Thanksgiving food, it just wasn't good. Now the ham, the boys had the ham, right? I'm talking to Ron. He's over here working. The boys had the ham, and that was pretty good. But the turkey, no. Guys, I couldn't even stand the smell of it. I asked them just to take it back. I just couldn't. It just wasn't good. But let's see who's here. Welcome in, Michael. Thanks for being here. And, oh, hold on. I'm clicking things. Hi, Keisha H. Welcome in, welcome in. And congratulations on your Meet and I nomination. Good luck to you. Guys, if you don't know, Keisha H was nominated, I think it was for Best New Channel for the Meet and I Award. So if you're not following Meet and I, they are amazing vloggers, content creators, and they are some of the best as far as trying to uplift other content creators. We were actually nominated for 2 different awards. One of them was the OG award, which I don't even know how we got put in that category, but we're up against Rich and Jazzy Life. We're up against Addie and Terry. We're up against Edna's World, who's on board with me. So yeah, check out Meet and I, and I put a link on our Facebook page. Please vote for us. And we are also nominated for what it was, OG Award and best travel channel. I have to go back and look. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, go back and check that out. But congratulations to you, Keisha, and good luck. Welcome in, LF McKinley. Thank you for being here. Happy Black Friday. All the Mays, thank you for being here. Thank you for being channel members. Janice J Creates, thank you for being here. Yes, you finally made it live. Where are you guys sailing to? We're actually on the end of an 8-day sailing. So we ported in Princess Cays, Bahamas, Grand Turk, Aruba, and Curacao. Yesterday was our last port day. So we have 2 sea days before we get back to Miami. Had a really, really nice time. And all of our ports, actually, perfect weather. We were nervous that this cruise was going to be bad weather. We were expecting like high winds and all of that, but we haven't had any rain. It's been bright and sunny, perfect weather. So yeah, we've had a really, really good time. And I think now that, because this is our first 8-day sailing, we've done a couple of 7 days, but typically we cruise around like 5 days. But I think now I prefer the 7 and 8-day cruises. I just feel like it's not as rushed, and you know, you can get a lot more in. You can relax. Like I've done some work, responded to some emails, booked some clients. And so I kind of like that because I didn't feel like I was like always on the go. But yes, Champagne, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone that's on Facebook watching us live. Rosalind, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Tom says, hello from Grand Turk on the Venencia. I hope you guys have great weather there. Tom, we were there 3 days ago, 4 days ago. Grand Turk, we went down to Jack Shack's for the first time. It was nice. That walk was a bit treacherous for us, though. I didn't realize how far it was. And there's no sidewalk. You have to walk in the sand. The sand is very soft. We made it. We had a great time. We spent probably 5 hours or so there. It was really nice. I hope you're enjoying your day in Grand Turk. Alda Mace, thank you for letting me know that you can hear us. Shalonda, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Yes, let's see. Christina's house, thank you. Hello, how's the weather over there? It's perfect. Today is a little bit warmer than what it's been. I'm guessing it's probably, 85 degrees out?
Yes.
Maybe 85, maybe 90. It's hot. So I was going to go out on our balcony, but the sun is starting to set over on our side. So it's like, it's so hot out there. So I'm not even going out there, and I've been outside most of the morning. So how has the food been in the main dining room? Very good question. So if you guys don't know, we love Carnival. It's one of our favorite cruise lines, but we've always kind of been like, the food could be better. Guys, this ship, the food has been good. And overall, Thanksgiving dinner was not. And I'll share more about that in the vlogs. But the food has been really good, and we had no specialty dining for this cruise. We've been to the main dining room every night except one. I think Aruba, we had a late day in Aruba, because Aruba, we were there from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. And so by the time we got back on the ship and got settled, it was already past our dinner time. So we just did the buffet, which wasn't good. But the main dining room has been really good, surprisingly. And I think with Emerald's new menu, I like the menu. I've heard mixed reviews on it. A lot of you guys don't know Emerald. He's like this master chef, and he's from New Orleans. And I personally love New Orleans, and I personally love Cajun food. That is I just love it. So a lot of his new recipes kind of have that flair. And so I've heard some people say they don't care for it, but me personally, I love the new additions. So we've been intentional to try some of the new recipes each night. And I don't think we've had anything on. Have we had anything on the new menu that we didn't like?
Can I come in?
Yeah.
Yes. So
Ron's coming in for a second. I don't know if you can hear him.
All right. So my wife made a misstatement. Emerald is not from New Orleans. He's from Fall River, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Yes, I'm from Rhode Island, and he was a bit of a local celeb when I was growing up.
Well, he has a lot of restaurants in New Orleans, and I think his style is more Cajun.
Okay, that's a fair statement.
Go back to work. He's over here trying to correct me.
Well, no, because
thank you. But yeah, the food has been pretty good in the main dining room, surprisingly, and we've been really impressed with it. Breakfast is always, pretty good. But yeah, dinner has been great. And we're not main dining room people. We don't tend to dine every night in the main dining room, but we have every night except Aruba night. And it's been really good. So love the new menu additions. And I'll share all of that in the vlogs. Don't ask me how much money I spent in the casino. Guys, the casino, the slots are extremely tight. I haven't been in the casino since day 2. So I maxed out my budget, and that's all they get. So let's see, everyone's speaking. Hi, Solo Cruising and More. Thank you for being here. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Black Friday. Has anyone caught any of these cruise deals that they keep talking about that don't really exist? I've had some clients to reach out, and they're like, I want to book this Black Friday deal. I'm like, it's not. It's the same sale that was there last week. It's not a Black Friday sale. They do have some, if you have your cruise planner, if you've already purchased Wi-Fi, or you need to purchase Wi-Fi, drink packages, some excursions, you might find some discounts on those. But as far as the cruise price itself, there's really no true Black Friday sales. You might find a promotion that has a couple dollars of onboard credit, but not a whole lot. Cruising with D, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Have a great cruise. We are taking off. We take off tomorrow for Carnival Celebration. We'll have a great time on Carnival Celebration. And I think you might be new here. I think I'll have to go follow your channel, Cruising with D. I'll check you out. And thank you for the congratulations on the nominations. We appreciate that. Belinda, welcome in. She says, happy belated anniversary. I love you guys. We love you too. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. You guys don't know, yesterday we celebrated 10 years of marriage, and we were in Curacao. And one of the things that you can do there is you can cross over the Emma Hart Bridge, Queen Emma Bridge, which is about a 15-minute walk from the cruise ship. And they have what they call the Lockharts, or what is it called? Yeah. And we went over there. We had a personalized lock and we placed it on that. So that was kind of fun. But we had a great time in Curacao overall yesterday. Jonathan, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome in, Tamika. And Tamika's actually the cousin that married us. But welcome in, and I hope you're doing well.
10 years ago.
Yeah, and 10 years ago. And thanks for joining us on Facebook. Welcome in, Game Changer. I appreciate you being here. It says, wow, that went quick. Did you taste the Curacao liqueur? Yes, and I actually purchased some. It was really good. The coffee one was really strong. I like the tamarind the best. So I did pick up like a variety pack. So that's one of the things that I told myself I would buy once I got to Curacao, and I did purchase that. And surprisingly, they did not take it. You guys know when you purchase alcohol and things in port, once you go through the scanner to get back on the ship, they require that you drop it off and they return it to you the last night of the cruise. Well, I totally forgot it was even in the bag and didn't realize it till later on that they never even said, like, take it out of your bag or turn it in, or yeah. So we have it. We're not drinking it because we have the drink package, but I hope you're having an amazing cruise and happy anniversary. Thank you so much, Tamika, and thanks for watching on Facebook. Welcome in, Stay Cruiser. I think you're back from your MSC cruise. I'm curious to know how you enjoyed MSC Magnifica, and I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Cruising with D, have they decorated Magic for the holidays yet? No, usually they do not until right after the Thanksgiving sailing. I'm guessing once we get off on Sunday, they'll probably start putting the decorations up. Usually they wait until right after Thanksgiving to put up the decorations. Welcome in, Sunny D23. We appreciate you being here. Let's see, saw you in a live stream earlier with some other cruising friends. Yeah, Edna was live. I haven't been able to spend a whole lot of time with them yet. We have a couple, these 2 sea days, so I'll have time. You guys know I've been vlogging and working and getting the kids where they need to be. So we've had some moments together, but not as much as I was hoping for, but I'll be hanging with them tonight. But yeah, so Edna was live. If you guys don't know Edna's World, if you guys aren't familiar with her, please go subscribe to her channel. So Edna's World is on board. DC On Demand is on board. Dante, JT is on board. Jocelyn from Allen Family Adventures, and Veronica from Life with V. So follow all of those channels. Am I missing someone?
No.
Okay, I think that's everyone. So they're all cruising on board for their Friendsgiving, and they kind of welcomed me into their group. So it's been awesome meeting people from YouTube. This is my first time meeting all of them. Like, I've chit-chatted with them outside of just YouTube, but to actually meet, it's amazing. And there's some people you meet, like I've met other vloggers, and I'm not throwing names out there, but there's some people that you meet and they're genuinely like they are in the vlogs, and everyone in this group, they're just like they are in the vlogs. Like, it just felt like I've known them for so long, and yeah, so it's been amazing. Is it Alio? I'm not even going to try to say your name. How do you say your name? Is it Ayola? Cent Hill Stokes, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Cruising with D, I'm excited to try the new menus. I also love Emerald's cooking also. Yes, Emerald's amazing. I love them. Nick, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for being here, and happy anniversary to you and Dawn. Congratulations. I think it was 4 years, 5 years. Congratulations. April, hello from Vegas. Thank you for being here. Rachel, thank you for being here. Ash TV channel says, go Ron. Right. He's all up in my business. Six says Ron with the cruise facts. Belinda says, love the pics of you and Ron on Facebook. Thank you. Yeah, that's we've been together longer than 10 years, but we've only been married 10. So that kind of give you guys some older pictures of us, but
I had hair.
Yeah, when I had longer hair. On the go with Yola, welcome in. Yes, we had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you did as well. Welcome in, Julie. Appreciate you being here. And let's see, who else? I'm just going through all these comments. And Let's see. Oh, guys, if you guys don't follow Julie, Julie is from How We Cruise, which is another family-based cruise content channel. Be sure to check them out. How We Cruise. They're on Facebook. It looks like she's watching from Facebook. So be sure to check out How We Cruise on Facebook. Subscribe to them. On the Go with Yellow says there aren't any deals. There's not. There aren't any Black Friday deals, unfortunately. And I've had some clients reach out and like they want me to give them quotes, and I'm giving them to them, and they're not believing that there's not really Black Friday deals. There's not. And when it's Cyber Monday, when Cyber Monday comes around, there's not going to be either. Like they'll advertise it as, but they're really not deals. The best deal you're going to get is booking early. Solo says, I really love the menu items. I ordered them each time they were on the menu. I don't remember any misses for me. I enjoy trying new foods anyway. Yeah, everything has been really good. Michael says, do you book new clients who have Royal Caribbean Next Cruise certificates? Absolutely. Absolutely. Game Changer, happy anniversary. Thank you so much. And for our nomination. Yes, thank you so much. Everyone's saying happy anniversary. We appreciate it. Julie saying variety pack 100. Yes. For the Curacao liquor. Yeah, liqueur. Yes, it was delicious. Welcome in, Brandy. Thanks for watching from Facebook. We appreciate you being here. Janet Beans, that's a new name. Welcome in. Says, what a nice family. Thank you so much. Speaking of family, baby, you have about 10 minutes before you have to get dressed. Can you pass me that water? Feeling a little dehydrated, guys. It's hot outside. And I've only had 2 drinks today. Thank you. So only 2 drinks, which is terrible considering we have the drink package. Everyone speaking. How was the Thanksgiving menu? My apologies if you already mentioned it. It was terrible. The ham was pretty tasty. So they had like a smaller Thanksgiving menu, and then they had some of the regular options. And I said, well, Thanksgiving, I'm going to try the Thanksgiving foods. Just weren't good. I couldn't even eat it because I didn't like the way it smelled. And yeah, I put a little clip on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. So check that out, and you guys can let me know if you would eat that. Tamika says, I can't believe it's been 10 years. Happiest anniversary to you both. Yes, thank you so much. I see you have a rabbit behind you on the bed. The cabin stewards are very talented. They are. And I'm glad you said it was a rabbit because I thought it was a rabbit, but I can never tell what these things are because he kind of, the way he's sitting up, I don't know. It's hard for me to tell what they are, but they are very, very talented. And guys, the service has been really good on board. Haven't had any issues. And like I said, if you guys watched my live stream, it felt good to be back home with Carnival after having my experience with MSC. And I don't think I've been on Carnival since June. I think it was since June. I've been on a couple other cruise lines in between. So kind of miss Carnival. And so it's great to be back where there's excellent service. You know, the room steward, your dining team, other people know you by name. You know, everyone's just great. So super excited to be back on board. Say hi to Edna and Jocelyn. Will do. Why does a single person have to pay double on a cruise? I know. That's not. Yeah. That's just. And I guess it's the same as you pay double occupancy. There are some cruise lines that will have solo cabins, but you know, sometimes like I quoted someone actually this morning, and it was cheaper to not do a solo cabin or a studio cabin. It was cheaper for them to pay double occupancy on a regular interior cabin. So you just have to kind of play around. But NCL does solo cabins. MSC will have some solo cabins. Virgin Voyages, sometimes they'll waive part of the double supplement or solo supplement. There's a couple others. But NCL is really good about it. And they've actually just added more solo cabins across their ships. But yeah, that's the unfortunate thing if you're a solo cruiser. And follow Sig Cruiser. She's a solo cruiser. She can probably give you some information on how to find those deals because she cruises regularly and she's solo. Maurice, welcome in. Thank you for being here. We're having a great time. Yes, Friendsgiving sounds fun. Yes. Maria, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Annette, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Happy birthday to Jo Marie. Yep, she turned 8 a couple days ago. Are the passengers nervous on getting on shuttle boats since the incident in the Bahamas? Welcome in, Ash Loves Cruise Trips. I'm going to have to follow you as well. here on YouTube. So that hole, if you guys aren't familiar, Blue Lagoon Island is in Nassau, Bahamas, and they had an unfortunate incident that happened last week, I think, where the water taxi that takes you from the cruise port area over to Blue Lagoon Island, where it capsized. And unfortunately, and it's very sad that one person lost their life in this incident. I haven't posted or shared about that incident only out of respect for the people that are now traumatized behind that, but also for the victim and the victim's family. And so those types of things you'll never really see me talk about or share. But I kind of got a little emotional about it because we were on that same tender boat or taxi, whatever you want to call it, because we visited Blue Lagoon Island back in September of 2022. We were there, me and the boys. We went to Blue Lagoon Island. I have a vlog about it. So it was kind of like, as I was hearing about it, it's like, oh my gosh, we were actually on that. Like this could have, like, we could have been on that. But actually, I think it was Julie. Julie posted a TikTok this morning where one of the ladies that was on board shared that I thought initially that it had to do with the weather, but she said no, it sounded like the captain, yeah, was trying to, I guess, do a trick maneuver or something, and it caused it to happen. Where he was trying to whip into the like lagoon area, and as he did that, water filled in at the bottom. And so, from my understanding, it sounds like a lady that was on oxygen. Most of everyone was able to get on, life vests and get into the water or what have you. But there was one lady, unfortunately, that had oxygen and could not. She needed her oxygen, and because so not a good situation. We weren't at a port where we needed to get on a water taxi, but I can imagine that there are some people that would be nervous about that. Where were we? And it was, I'm trying to think, guys, I forget like where we've been just these past few days. Where did we have the tender boat? Not on this cruise.
Yeah, it wasn't Aruba. It was one of the first ones.
Princess K, no.
We did have a tender boat.
Not this cruise.
Yes, we did.
Okay, Ron's saying we had a tender boat. I'm trying to think of what we did on this cruise. Guys, my mind, like these cruises just start blending together, and I'm literally on this cruise, and I can't remember.
So it was the second stop. What was the second stop? Grand
Turk. We didn't have a. Yeah, but
what was the first stop then?
The first, I don't know. I don't know what the first stop was. But I can imagine there's a lot of people that will not take tours that require a water taxi or shuttle over. And so it's pretty sad. And I'm sad that happened. I haven't heard like any updates as to, what happened, the outcome of that, but it was, really sad to see, really sad to hear. I don't think it would stop us from doing those types of things, but I do know a lot of people would be like, no, I'm good. I'm not going to. And this also goes into the whole, whether you book a ship excursion versus a non-ship excursion. I don't know. It sounds like this group, they actually booked through the ship, but you can also book Blue Lagoon or other excursions outside of the ship. And in the unfortunate event that something happens and you're not on a ship excursion, and let's say something happened and you're stuck on that side of the island, the ship's more than likely not going to wait. I would think in a case where there were so many people involved that the ship would, but you just never know. But yeah, unfortunate. But as far as our sailing, we didn't have a tender boat at all. So I don't know if people are nervous, but I can imagine there are a lot of people that are. Thank you, Maurice. Says happy anniversary. Sea Life with Us, thank you for being here. We were planning on booking the Magic last minute for this week, but I couldn't get off. Can't wait to see the vlogs. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Magic is an awesome ship. It really is. It's probably, like I said, in my top 3 Carnival ships now. Welcome back and happy Thanksgiving. We're not quite back yet. Well, we're headed back to Miami. We won't be back until Sunday. Sharon Towns, hi, recently started following you. Love watching you and your family. Thank you so much, Sharon. We appreciate it. We love the support. Thank you so much. Says, don't forget to hit the like button, please. Thank you so much. We appreciate the support. Julie says, no Black Friday deals. And yes, yeah. They get upset when we say there aren't. Everyone expects it, but no, no, they're not offering it. Thank you for the shout out. We need to sell together again soon. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so there's no Black Friday. Now, I've had some clients upset saying, yes, it says it's Black Friday. And I'm like, no, it's the same promotion they had 2 weeks ago, but it's just a different name. Traveling Stewards, welcome in. Thank you so much. I've been looking forward to these lives. Love the videos. Yeah, I've been wanting to go live a little bit more, but like I said, the reception's kind of spotty. We're in the cabin, the internet is beautiful. Like, I haven't had issues. I can stream. It's awesome. So I have the premium Wi-Fi. Haven't had issues at all. And Ron, actually, I shared in another live stream about how we just learned recently that if you're diabetic and you have a device like a monitor, then you actually can get complimentary Wi-Fi for your device purposes. And as of now, we know for Carnival for sure. You just have to get a doctor's note saying the name of the device and that you need Wi-Fi for monitoring. But he upgraded his from the complimentary to the premium, and it was only $16 total. So yeah, that was awesome. Jana Stan, thank you for being here. Yes, cruises are the best. Life with Pawpaw, we really enjoy your content. Thank you for being here. And I think you're a new face to our channel, so we appreciate it. And those of you that are here, if you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing. We are on our way to 12K. We're on our way to 12K. I would like to ideally hit 12,500 before January 1st. That's our goal. 12,500 by January. And we can do it because we have a new cruise line coming up. We're going to be on Celebrity Ascent, or I'm going to be on Celebrity Ascent with a special guest here in 2 days. So as soon as I get off Carnival Magic, I am literally going to Fort Lauderdale to board Celebrity Ascent. So stay tuned for that. Gloria Jackson, hello. Nicole, thank you so much. Sig says, I had Thanksgiving dinner on the ship once. Never again. Laugh out loud. Yeah, because you had it. You were on Celebration Inaugural. That's right. Ron said the rabbit had the drink package. What is the number for your fruit punches a day? Do you mind sharing if you would do cheers again? I'm on number 2. And no, I would never do cheers package again. And we did it strategically. And I, as a travel advisor, I probably shouldn't share this. You know, they say not to share, but you can be, Ron doesn't really drink. He'll, have a little bit every so often. So when I booked our cabins, we booked 2 cabins and I put 1 adult in each cabin, although we're sleeping in the same cabin. That required that only I had to purchase a drink package. So we've been kind of sipping out the same glass kind of thing. It's not technically allowed, but no one's really saying anything. So I got the drink package, and it's just not, I got it because we were celebrating our 10-year anniversary. I got it because, I do tend to drink 1 or 2 drinks on the cruise, and I was looking at the cost. I'm like, well, considering 8 days, I can get specialty coffees, the waters, this and that, or whatever, just kind of keep our cabin stocked up with waters. But it seems like they've changed some of the processes on that, because before you could get like an alcoholic drink and a bottle of water, or an alcoholic drink and a soda. They're not allowing that. They're saying 1 drink, regardless of what type it is, and that's it. And then you have to wait 5 minutes. So I know in the past when I've had other people I've traveled with, like my sister's 60th birthday cruise, my brother had the drink package, and he would go to the bar and he would get himself a drink and say, can I get 3 bottles of water? And they would give him 3 bottles of water. They're not doing that anymore. But I've had quite a few specialty coffees with my drink package, probably 2 or 3 a day. No, probably 2 a day. And I've been probably maxing around 3 or 4 drinks. So not worth it for me. For the future, I'm fine with having like the 1 drink per day, or bringing on a bottle of wine, that kind of thing. But some people are, and honestly, I thought because of the other content creators that are here, just hanging with them, the social drinking, that kind of thing, that, it was probably going to be cheaper for me to get the drink package than to just be buying drinks, but, hanging with them. And I won't do it again. Let's see. Says MSC looked pretty good. Did you start rolling out the content yet, Sig? I'll have to check that out. Welcome in, Carnival Cruise Addicts. We appreciate you being here. Evolving with Etta. Welcome in. Let's see. I just looked at the Thanksgiving meme you posted. Yeah, that food just wasn't. It didn't even look good. Didn't even look good. Let's see. Etta speaking. Cassine, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. 6 says, yes, overall, I had a very positive experience on MS Magnifica. Awesome. A few downsides. I'll get into those on the vlogs in a couple of weeks. Yes. Like I said, overall, MSC is not a bad cruise line. I will cruise MSC again, no problem. There are some quirks with them, but overall, I would cruise. We're cruising MSC actually first week of January. So stay tuned for that. Jo Marie looks like a big girl on her birthday. Yeah, she was super excited to turn 8. Let's see. Cruising with D says, the accident actually made me change plans for Cozumel next week. I was going to take the boat over to Paradise Beach, but changed my mind as that boat often feels overly full to me. Yeah, I don't blame you. And like I said, I know there's going to be a lot of people that will change their plans because of that. Just like with the whole submarine incident that happened, I don't know, a year ago. I know some people that canceled like partly submerged submarines or whatever you call them. I've known people that have canceled those things because of that incident. So yeah, do what makes you feel comfortable. Julie says, I was on that ferry this past September. So yes, hit me the same way, too close to home. Prayers and best thoughts to all who experience it. Yeah, I can only imagine the trauma behind that. I'm the same way about cruise accidents. We did a medical evacuation. I saw the copter, but didn't want to film it out of respect to the person and family. Guys, yeah, and this isn't like downing any other vlogger that does this, but I'm just not the type, like the breaking news stuff that's that to me could be like controversial or it's not respecting other people. You'll never hear that on our channel. We pretty much almost witnessed a fight in the elevator. I would never pick up my phone and record that. That's just not how we operate over here. So any of that type of stuff, like the fights and the medical evacuations, things like that, I just would not ever highlight, because if it were me on the other side, I would not want myself to be filmed getting in a helicopter because I had a medical emergency. I just don't. I don't personally care for that. But yeah, speaking of, I will talk about it. I might mention it, but I won't ever give you that visual, if that makes sense. But yeah, there was about to be a fight on the elevator the other day because, guys, if the elevator is full, the elevator is full. A lady tried to, and it was kind of funny because the lady did it in the elevator that we were in too. So I think it might just be her pattern of waiting until the doors get ready to close. And then it's like, hold the elevator. And she was a pretty heavy lady. And she did it to us once. And I was like, okay, she probably shouldn't have gotten on, but she made it on. She did it again. We were waiting in line for the comedy show. And she goes to like pretty much pry the door open before it closed. And when she got in, there was a family in there and it was pretty packed. One of the boys, a teenager, said something about, you made it go overweight, which first off, I think he was disrespectful to even say that to her. Whether she made it go overweight or not, that's not for a teenage kid to say. His family, his mother or father could have said, hey, ma'am, I think we're over the limit, what have you. But he said it to her kind of disrespectfully. So there were words exchanged. And then I guess he went to reach to open the door because it was closing. And when he went to reach, he reached right across her face. And so we're watching this happen. He reached across her face. The lady grabbed his arm. So yeah, it was chaotic, but I would never show that in a vlog. But yeah, so those medical evacuations are unfortunate as well. And that's why you have travel insurance, because guys, if you ever, God forbid, ever have to be medically evacuated, you're looking at hundreds of thousands of dollars. But if you have travel insurance, that will help cover it. So this drink package will mess with your memory. Absolutely. I can't. And guys, I do a lot of working. So you guys see the vlogs and they seem full to you, but there's a lot of downtime for me when I cruise because I'm doing a lot of work on the back end. So like I'm creating shorts and reels, and then I'm also, spending time with the family, of course, but then I'm also pushing out quotes and responding to, and I have clients cruising almost every day. So it's like, I'm working. So this is work. But yeah, so I can't sit around and get too tipsy because then I can't concentrate and I'll be asleep. Sig says that accident makes me nervous, especially since I can't swim. Yeah, I understand. I totally understand. And guys, it's never too late to learn how to swim. I was 36 when I learned how to swim. And even to this day, like literally yesterday, we were at Kokomo Beach in Curacao, and I can swim, but guys, I still go out with my life vest on. So I have a pink blow up flotation device, and Dyson gets so embarrassed by it. He's like, "Mom, you know how to swim?" I'm like, because if I get out there and I get tired, because I'm a heavier lady too, I'm probably not the most fit, and I have some autoimmune stuff that causes my joints and things to just stop. And so I was like, So I get out in the water and I blow it up, and he like cracks up every time because I'm like blowing into it, but it's being safe. So it's never too late to learn how to swim. Definitely take some lessons. And like I said, I was 36 when I learned how to swim, and I love it now because I love to snorkel. Yes, Princess K is tender. Oh, that's right. That is a tender. Thank you. I was like, where were we? Princess K was a tender. We were like one of the first ones off. And it was rocky. Yeah, that's what Ron was referring to. It was very, very rocky. We weren't even sure if we were going to be able to go to Princess K because it was windy, but we made it. So yes, thank you for that. I was like, where did we go? All the Maces. Now that's scary. I'm going to Blue Lagoon in December. I will be on the Carnival Conquest. Yeah, it is. It's scary, especially if you're gonna. It's scary. I think we would probably still do it. Just pray about it, pray over it, but. I can imagine like some people just are going to cancel their excursions. And I think part of it for me, based on a couple of the videos that I've seen, has to do with the fact that the way it was handled, it sounds like there was no communication about the emergency. It kind of started happening, and then they realized that things were happening, and then people started just jumping off. And the crew, and I get it from a school administrator perspective, that you're trained to respond to emergencies, to respond to when things happen, but in the reality of it is, when it happens, are you going to it's that fight or flight? Am I going to stick around and help and communicate and advocate and help others, or am I going to just like, oh my gosh, this is happening, let me go? And so it's one of those things where you're kind of disappointed that there wasn't more communication and more support from those who are trained to help in those emergencies. But then also, on the other hand, if you've never dealt with true emergencies, you really don't know how you would respond and how you would support and help until it happens. So you can take all the training you want, and the company can train you on how to respond if this happens. But until it actually happens, you just don't know how you would actually react to it. But have a great time on Conquest. Let's see here. Hey, looks like you're enjoying your cruise. Hey, Siobhan, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I look forward to seeing you in a couple of days. If you guys don't know, and I'm sharing this because you've already announced it, Parkers and the Go will also be on Celebrity Ascent. So I'm looking forward to seeing them on board as well. Let's see here. Everyone's speaking. Welcome in, Candace. Love Mahogany. Welcome in. Thank you for watching from Facebook. I hope you and your family had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I think you're on MSC now or preparing to get on MSC. I hope you have or had a wonderful time. Let's see here. I got to get back to it on the go. I started years ago, then life started lifing and never got back to it. Let's see here. Keisha says she's out visiting family. Are you guys off today? I know like Ron had to still work. I don't understand that. I thought most people were off the day after Thanksgiving, but apparently not. Let's see here. Amelia, welcome in. Says the Carnival Magic is looking great on you. Thank you. And I hate that I'm in my cabin, but with it being a sea day, everything's pretty packed and my reception just goes out certain points of the ship. So I wanted to take you guys on a live tour, but it's probably not going to happen because the reception is not going to work very well. Royal 2 for monitoring, diabetics for sure, free internet. So Royal Caribbean will have that too. Thanks for letting us know. We were wondering, I was going to contact to find out. And actually, I found out through a client. I just never even thought to ask. And I asked Carnival and they said, yep, they sure do. So that's good to know. On the Go says Ascent is on the list. Yes. I'm excited to try and Celebrity will be brand new cruise line for me. So like I said, the family is going back home and I'm going to Fort Lauderdale boarding Celebrity Ascent the same day. Wallace Travel, welcome in. Hello from Texas. Love watching you and your family. Thank you so much. We appreciate all that support. Solo cruises, unless you can drink over 6 to 7 alcohol drinks a day, it's not worth it. Yeah. And I actually thought between Ron and I, we would drink that. He's drinking less than me. He's drinking like one a day. Thank you, Etta. Happy 10-year anniversary. Thank you so much. Annette says we sailed on the Mardi Gras in September and I was able to get both water and or soda with a drink. Yeah, they're not allowing it. And I don't know if it's this ship specifically, because like I said, we've been on other Carnival ships and we don't get the drink package. But like with my sister's cruise, everyone else had the drink package and they would pass off drinks to us or get waters or what have you. And it was always allowed. But here, they're not allowing it. Like if I go to the bar to get a drink, I can't say, can I have a bottle of water too? Like you would think they would want you to stay, sober and, hydrated, but nope, they're like, come back in 5 minutes. So that's what I'm thinking since I'm not a big drinker. Yeah, it just wasn't worth it for me. And I just can't have all of that sugar. That's probably the bigger thing for me is like, I love a margarita. I love a fruit punch. I love a rum punch or what have you. It's a lot of sugar and I have some autoimmune things. And if I have too much sugar, I flare up. So it's part of that is it as well. I probably would drink a little bit more if it wasn't for that. But yeah. We are Diamond Plus and it is hard to get used to the 5 drinks a day some days. So I get it. Yeah. So you're speaking of Royal Caribbean. Yeah. If you're Royal Caribbean, they have some amazing perks for their loyalty members. So yeah, you get that Diamond Plus, you're getting 5 drinks a day and don't have to pay for it. That is awesome. That would be perfect for me. Siobhan says, I just buy bar cash. Brandon doesn't drink at all. Yeah, that's an alternative for that. Where will you guys be on Christmas Day, Ohio or on a cruise? We will be home for Christmas. I was trying to schedule a quick 3-day, maybe 4-day getaway with Joe Marie because I haven't done a mom-daughter since April of last year. So she's owed one. She's been asking me. So I was trying to squeeze one in like the week before Christmas. I don't know if it's going to happen because honestly, like I said, I have Celebrity Ascent as soon as I get off this ship. And then a few days later, a week and a half later, I have Virgin Voyages Valiant Lady. And that's a 6-day cruise. And part of me is kind of like, maybe I overdid it around the holidays. I really enjoy, this is just kind of like a sidebar, things that you may not know. I enjoy being home for the holidays. I enjoy watching Lifetime movies and baking things. And so part of me is like, maybe I won't do that because I feel like I'm missing out on what I really enjoy. I mean, I enjoy cruising, but I enjoy that being on the couch with the fireplace in the snow and, just kind of chilling. So I don't know, we might have something, but Christmas Day, we will be home celebrating. And yeah, come say hi, Joe. Pass me that water, please. Joe Marie's here. She wants to say hi.
Hey, Mom, we got some candy. This?
Yeah.
We got some candy.
You got some candy from where?
From Cherry on Top.
From Cherry on Top. Come say hi.
Hi.
There's Joe Marie. She's back from the kids club. So she's probably ready for a nap. Here, you can put this back over here. What kind of candy did you get?
I don't know what this one's called.
Like a gummy?
It's like what? This is white chocolate.
Okay, just a couple pieces.
This is white chocolate.
We got you some of the popcorn.
Oh, okay. They got me popcorn. What are they called? Jelly Bellies? Jelly Bellies?
Yeah.
That's what they're called?
Yeah.
Yeah. Babe, and you're right. We were on a tender boat for Princess K. Totally forgot. But yeah, guys, the Jelly Belly, the popcorn, buttered popcorn, those are my favorite. Love them. So that's what they grabbed me from Cherry on Top. But yeah, so we'll not be cruising for Christmas Day. And actually, after my Virgin Voyages cruise, our next cruise is not until January, unless I squeeze something else in there. We'll see. I might do the drink package on short cruises. I tend to drink less on the longer cruise, as the cruise goes on. Got it. Going on my first cruise in January. So excited. Welcome in, Lori. Thanks for watching from Facebook and enjoy your cruise in January. That's exciting. I love meeting new cruisers. It's always exciting to see people excited to start cruising. So we've met quite a few people like new cruisers on this ship. No one makes the Thanksgiving like home. We were away for Thanksgiving 2 years ago. I felt disappointed with the meal, but got over it quickly knowing I was on a cruise. Absolutely. And guys, that's why we did our Thanksgiving in advance, because For me, I like to cook and I like to, just that smell and I don't know, just so reminiscent of things. And for this year, it was different for me because the last, I don't know, however many years I was a school principal, I always provided a meal for my team, my staff, and like a huge meal. And I didn't do that. Somebody's yelling outside our cabin. I didn't do that this year because I'm not in the school system. So it was kind of awkward for me to not have that, not to do that. So we did our own Thanksgiving, family thing. But yeah, there's nothing like your own home cooked food. Rachel says, girl, I hate when people try to squeeze. Yes. And yeah, she was squeezing, guys. And she was in the wrong for trying to get on the elevator. But I felt like the teenager, if Dyson or Andrew ever dared said something like that to somebody, guys, you guys will see me on somebody's vlog, and it's not going to be a good vlog. It's going to be on Jay's The Ship Life. The Ship Life. She got banned from life from jacking up her kids on the elevator. But the lady should not have gotten on the elevator, and the teenager should not have said anything to her. That was for the parents to say, and say it respectfully. I mean, if somebody's making it go overweight and they're not getting off and the elevator's not moving, you have the right to say, hey, ma'am, you were the last on, but yeah. Yep, on the elevator. LaShante, welcome in from Atlanta. Thanks for being here. Hi, Liana, from MSC Seascapes. So you're on board the Melanin at Sea group. How's that going? I've been waiting to hear and get some information about how it's going for everyone on MSC. Yeah, I'm curious to see a lot of these vlogs coming out here soon, but I hope you're having a great time. I think today's the last day for you guys, but I hope you've had a great time. Fun times with Ray and Nancy. Thanks for being here. Good afternoon to you guys. Julie says, so happy you got to Kokomo. Gorgeous and an absolute fave. Yeah, Kokomo was beautiful. I wish we had more time there. Our tour, so we were hosted by Irie Tours. Amazing tour. They offer different packages. So like we did like the shortest one they had, which was 4 hours. But some days you'll go to Curacao and you're there 10, 12 hours. So they have longer tours. And so our tour only gave us an hour at the beach, which wasn't long enough, but it was perfect. So I already have Kokomo Beach down as we must go back to again. Annette says, you should always be safe and respect the water. Yes. The Flow Rider clip you posted, Rachel. Oh, you had to bring that up. Because my body's just recouped from that. I don't know what I was thinking. If you missed it, go to YouTube or go to TikTok or one of our, I think I posted it everywhere. I got on the Flow Rider. Yeah, I will never, ever do that again. Ever again in life. It was, yeah. I think I got a big head because I actually went down the water slide when we were at the Grove Resort. And guys, I don't really go down the water slides either, but Dyson was like, Mom, you're not that old. You can go down the water slide. And I'm always afraid of, especially the open water slides, and I'm going to like just dip off the side. I don't know why I have this fear that I'm just going to, because as I'm in there, like I'm like sliding and I just have this fear that I'm going to slide over the side. So I only like the enclosed in ones, but this one, the enclosed seemed a little tight. So I'm like, I don't want to get stuck in there. So I did the open one, and after I did, I was like, oh, I did that. That was awesome. So I was kind of on that high. And then it was our time. So the Grove Resort, that was another sponsored thing that we were so blessed to be able to highlight the resort. And they sponsored us, and they provided us with complimentary, what's it called? Flow Rider lessons. And I was thinking, okay, well, these are lessons. So they're going to teach us how to do Flow Rider. It's not going to be that full on Flow Rider experience, and people aren't really watching. So when Dyson went first, and I was like, I don't know if I like the way that's looking. So I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. After Jo Marie did it, I said, well, you know what? I can do it. So like literally I'm talking to the guy and I'm like, okay, what do I need to do? He's like, well, you got to get down on this board. And because I have joint issues and I have shoulder issues and, I had shoulder surgery or whatever. So I'm like, well, I can't push down to get down. And he was like, well, step over here and then get on the board. And I was about to step into the wave and he was like, no, don't do. So before the incident happened, he was like, no, don't step in the water. It's going to wipe you out. And so he said, step on the blue piece. Well, apparently, I don't know, because of my lotion or whatever was on my feet, when I stepped on the blue piece, it just wiped me out completely. And y'all, when I tell you, I thought I did a full-on split. Like, that's how it felt to me. And I saw the video. I'm like, that wasn't a split at all. I felt like I did a full split, but my whole body was sore. So you're probably going to see, when you see the Magic series, that my first day does not look like a typical first day. Because normally I do mostly a ship tour and some of the things that we get into, but I did not do a ship tour because I could barely walk. I'm better now, though. Going on our channel's first cruise next week. Awesome. I'll have to follow you, Life with Pawpaw. If you could drop a comment, those of you who said that I need to follow you, please drop a comment so I can remember to go follow you. But I hope you have a great cruise. Siobhan says, yes, we are so excited. Yes, I'm super excited. Siobhan says, what's up? I think she's talking to G Fox. Maria says, I'm off today. Team Milton, welcome in. Watching from Arkansas. Eating leftovers and watching your channel. Well, we appreciate you watching. Fun times with Ray Nancy. Glad you enjoyed the magic. We leave Sunday on the MSC Seashore 7-day Western Caribbean, hoping to capture some footage. You all are so inspiring. Thank you so much. Now, Seashore is going to be our group cruise next July. Originally we had 77 people booked on this cruise. And because of my experience on MSC Seaside, we are now down to about 65. So guys, when I tell you that I try to keep it real on our channel, it really, like, I'm keeping it real enough to where, like I said, it could be a detriment for my travel business, because I'm not going to tell you that it's good if it's not. I'm not going to tell you it's bad if it's not. I'm not going to do that. And so I've had some people, and I totally respected that if you decide to cancel, from our group cruise because of our experience, I do say maybe go out and try it for yourself. But I'm curious to see like how you like the MSC Seashore. And a lot of from the Melanin at Sea group, they're on Seascape right now, like how their vlogs come out talking about MSC. There's a lot of controversial things with MSC, and I know everyone has to do what's best for them, but also I say give it a try at least one time before determining, it's just not for me. But I hope you have a great time on MSC Seashore. I will be on that. Ron and I will be on that in January. We're going to test it out before our group cruise. So if it's bad like it was on MSC Seaside, then I will probably cancel our group cruise. But I think it'll be fine. But we're going to check it out. Let's see. Everyone's saying happy birthday to Joe Marie. Joe Marie, they're saying happy birthday.
Thank you.
Let's see here. Shamika, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I see you there. Charlene, welcome in. I think I might have skipped over you before, but welcome in. Julie says props. Yes, referencing ship life banned for life. My kids better not act like that either. Guys, there's some rude kids on board. Now, the vibe is different on a longer cruise. So you don't have as much of that, like the kids just running wild. Because I think people, it's a longer cruise. You're not going to do that the whole cruise. But there's been some teenagers and things that you just kind of, just the whole demeanor's a little off. Solar Cruiser says that Flow Rider clip was too funny. Yeah, I'll never do that again. When I seen you on the Flow Rider, I laughed so hard. Julie says, I did the Flow Rider once, never again. Glad I did it once, not again. Yeah, don't blame you. Don't blame you. Somebody said, I wondered what would have happened if you actually made it on the board. I think the scenario would have probably been worse if I made it on the board. I had this vision of like me just completely wiping out, the board flying in the sky. I don't even know what I was thinking. Just Z1 says, yes, a nicer thing to have said was, it is too many of us. Can you wait, or who wants to get off? Yep, that's exactly it. On the Ghost says, never listen to the kids. We are their fun and jokes. Apparently, you're not alone. My kids still tease me about my attempt 6 years ago. Yeah, I'm sure this is going to go down in history for us. Do any of your coworkers, educators from your former job book cruises or be encouraged to vacation more from you? Yes. I actually have quite a few former teachers and coworkers that have booked and are booking through me. So yeah, that's awesome. I have quite a few actually. So yeah, I think I've more so inspired them because I just kind of dropped everything and left education, which I don't know if I would always just recommend dropping everything, but I'm kind of like that. And so I think me doing that has inspired some to well, let me maybe see, what route, not that we want people leaving education because it, yeah. Thank you to all of the teachers and school administrators and school employees that, make it, just do so much for kids and families. And yeah, I do miss it. But like I said, I'm okay taking my break right now. Honesty is the best policy and your clients will respect you for it. Yes, thank you so much. Ron said, you cancel a cruise, you're right. I will, Dave, if that can't, he's over here. If Seashore is not good, if it's like it was on Seaside, when we go and it's dirty and the food just looks a hot mess and I'm getting dirty cups, I will cancel it. I will cancel it in a heartbeat. Not a problem, because the clients that are booked, those subscribers and supporters that are booked on our group cruise, they are all booked under refundable deposit, which means they can get refunded. And both it being January, beginning of January, like that's 6-7 months before the cruise itself. So plenty of time to cancel. I don't think that's going to happen, but yeah, you never know. Karen Lewis, welcome in. Thank you so much. The Z Show, thank you for being here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Tamika says, that's how it was for us on Magic. When we did our 6-day cruise in July, the teenagers were a bit out of control. Yeah, the teenagers are more out of control than anything. I mean, and like I said, it's not like the running. Like I think on the shorter cruises, you get more of the running and playing on the stairs and pushing and shoving and wrestling, and you get more of that. But on this cruise, it's more the attitude, more of the, like they walk by and they're just cussing. And I feel like it's a lot more of that than, yeah, Ron said it, a lot of entitlement. So it's different, but it's not like overwhelming, but we've seen some. Traveling Stewart says, thank you, Raquel, for supporting new channels. We are new, small, and trying to grow. Absolutely. Well, drop your, leave a comment on the video so I can be sure to remember to go back and follow you guys. But congratulations on starting up your channel. You have to start somewhere. Guys, we started off as a cooking channel with... we started off with a cooking channel with just a couple hundred subscribers, and in 2 years we're now at almost 12,000, and I anticipate that to steadily grow. It takes a lot of work though, it really does, especially if you're a family channel. I feel like the family channels don't get pushed out as much as other channels, but you just keep pushing. That's why yeah. What? Solo Cruising says MSC is just not consistent across all their ships. That's accurate. I'm not sure if it is a good fit for first-time cruises, but it's also subjective. Yeah, I actually believe that if you guys, it looks really nice out. I kind of believe that if you are a first-time cruiser, MSC might be a good fit because you don't know anything else. Like I've met a lot of first-time cruisers on MSC, and they think it is so great. And then it's like, okay, well, try a Carnival ship, try a Royal ship, try, so I could see MSC being a starting ground for a lot of people, because for me, it's not a bad cruise line, but it's not my favorite. I like the value that they add, but I think if you're a first-time cruiser cruising them, if you can get through the logistics of things, when you step on a Carnival ship or you step on a Royal Caribbean ship, you're going to be like, wow. So, all right. I think I'm at the bottom of the chat. Well, if you guys have any questions about Carnival Magic or about, I'm trying to think, what time is it? It's almost 4:30 here. If you have any questions about Carnival Magic or cruising in general, feel free to drop those in the chat. But just some upcoming things. Like I said, as soon as I get off this ship on Sunday, I am boarding Celebrity Ascent. So please be sure that your notification bell is on, because I will be going live from Celebrity Ascent. And I plan to do a live walkthrough tour probably the first day. That's my plan. We'll see how it goes. We're excited because we're concierge for this cruise. First time having that type of treatment. And like I said, this is just a short 3-day preview cruise. So it's giving us a chance to actually cruise on board Celebrity Ascent. And yeah, While I'm speaking of preview cruises, I also want to share, and I don't think I've announced this I think I announced it to our channel members. So our channel members on YouTube, they get access to like our cruising schedule first and, some other content and things. But in January, I will be sailing on board Icon of the Seas. So super excited for that. I will be on board Icon of the Seas. I was invited to be part of one of the first preview sailings on Icon of the Seas. If you guys have been following us, we had a debate as a family whether we were going to cruise on Icon of the Seas because of the cost of it. Now we're not going as a family. We got an invitation for two. So because I couldn't pick between the kids for this option, and somebody has to watch the kids. It will be me and one of my sisters going on Icon of the Seas. So be sure. I know that Icon is like a huge deal. A lot of people are waiting for this content to flow out and for this ship to set sail. So if you're booked on Icon, want to get booked on Icon, or just curious to know what Icon's about, be sure you're following us because I will be bringing you guys some content. I'll be going live in January for Icon of the Seas. And this will be before the inaugural sailing. And I know there's other people on the inaugural as well, some other content creators. So lots of content will be flowing out from all different avenues. But yeah, so Celebrity Ascent, followed by Virgin Voyages, Valiant Lady, followed by maybe another cruise in there, maybe. Then MSC Seashore in January, Icon of the Seas. And then, guys, I'm literally booked on at least one cruise every month next year. So we're not going to share our plans for 2024 yet, but just know that we're cruising, or I'm cruising. They're cruising some with me every month in 2024. So, and sometimes twice a month. So that's the plan. All right, let me make sure I've gone through all the comments. Julie says, your internet connection is stellar on the Magic. It is. It really is. And it's really like that in the cabin. So the cabin is perfect. There are some spotty areas on the ship. I think they might have a router or something in our cabin, but it's really good in the cabin. That's why I decided I typically don't sit in the cabin for a live stream. I would want to take you guys around, but I know it's going to disconnect. So that's why I decided to stay here. Karen says, I'm currently on Seascape and will probably not cruise on them again. Oh gosh. All right, Karen, I want to hear some details. So Karen, I'm guessing you're part of the Melanin at Sea group that's on Seascape. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to all that content to come out because I'm curious to get others' perspective on MSC. So that's sad to hear that you're not going to cruise with them again. But like I said, it's not for everyone. And yeah. Is it Tanger or Tanger? It says, hi, this is my first time catching your live stream. And my question is, which cruise line would be best for me as a disabled senior? Well, first off, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here and for all of the support. The best cruise line for you as a disabled senior, I would say pretty much it depends on what your style of cruising or your style of travel is, or who you want to be around you. You have all of the cruise lines are accessible. So every single cruise line is accessible. They all have accessible cabins. You're able to, depending on what your disability is, you're able to, have an accessible cabin. They have them for those that are hearing impaired, vision impaired. They have them for those that are in wheelchairs that just need more space because of size. They have all kinds of things like that. So all cruise lines are accessible. It just depends on whether you want more of a relaxing atmosphere versus a atmosphere where like Carnival is going to be more of your, it's very busy. It's a lot of fun, but it's very busy. Whereas if you do like a princess cruise, it's going to be a little bit more laid back. It's going to still have that fun element, but it's going to be a little bit more laid back. Same thing for like Norwegian or Holland America. Royal Caribbean is kind of a great in between because like they're a fun ship. Not as busy as Carnival, I would say, in my opinion. So it really just depends on the vibe that you want. But know that all cruise lines are accessible. They, depending on, if you have like developmentally delayed, or if you're autistic, or if, Down syndrome, they accommodate anyone, all disabilities. Just tell them what you need. And I would recommend using a travel advisor that can communicate to the guest access department what your needs are and kind of create a plan to make sure that you are able to cruise and your needs are being met and that you're able to have a great time and have fun. So there's services that are available that can make sure that happens. So depending on which cruise line vibe you want, just know that all cruise lines have what they call a guest access department that can help you create a plan for your cruise and get you the tools that you need to have a great time. Were you about to add something? Oh, Ron told me. Ron, my husband, said, call me because I can help get you booked. So, guys, I have a travel advisor, and I'm a cruise specialist, and that's all I book. That's all I advocate for. So no resorts or anything like that. So if you're looking to cruise, even accessible cruising, feel free to reach out to me.
And I'm just going to chime in here that one of the things that we notice as we cruise is that sometimes the Princess Cruise Lines or how can I say, the ones that might cater to an older crowd, they might be more understanding or have passengers that are more understanding with people that have accessibility needs. Because here on the Carnival ship that we're currently on, there's a lot of kids, there's a lot of activity, there's a lot of running around, which doesn't really bode well for people that are trying to scoot down the hall or use their scooters. So sometimes that might be something to consider as you're making your plans, because you don't want to have all this wonderful access, but then have the kids come around and just be jerks.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Right,
good point.
Exit now.
So yes, but yeah, that's a really good question. Angela says the value, yes. However, the triple and quadruple rooms makes the ship too crowded. You're talking about MSC. The triple and quadruple rooms makes the ship too crowded. I get what you're saying. They're filling the rooms to capacity. Yeah, absolutely. Have you tried the spa? I enjoyed the spa. I did not get the spa pass, the thermal pass for this sailing. I do enjoy a good thermal pass. I wasn't sure how much time I would spend in it this cruise, so I did not get it. I haven't even walked through the spa. I'm going to do that tomorrow morning. Shamika says, do you feel like you still get the same teenagers with attitude on other cruise ship lines? Yeah, I do. I feel like Ron said, it's more entitlement on other cruise lines, more so than Carnival, more so that entitlement. But I've never really had a whole lot of issues with even teenagers. It's just I'm very I people watch. And so I'm watching how the teens are talking to their parents or how they're talking to other people or how the teens are talking to one another. I've never really had a teen. We had one situation on Carnival Sunrise where Ron almost got hit with a shoe. That kids were playing, throwing shoes and stuff, and he almost got hit in the face. And he said something to them. We've never really had an encounter with teens. And like I said, for the most part, they're fine. I just tend to people watch. And so I'm kind of looking at some behaviors and things, but I would say it's probably the same across all cruise lines, just different. I don't like disrespect. I don't like entitlement, but yeah, I feel like you get that a lot. It's not all the teams. There's some amazing. There's a lot of kids on this sailing, and we haven't really had any issues. I mean, like I said, the elevator issue that was happening, but there really hasn't been. It's not a big deal. Rachel says, thank you for the live. You continue to have a great trip and be safe on the next. Thank you so much, Rachel. We appreciate it. Etta says, oh, wow, I have switched this up on my channel too at times. So that's good to know. Yes. The teenager that acts like that because their parents are not doing their jobs. Totally agree. Totally agree.
Different conversation.
Yeah. Ron said different conversation. Yeah. Looking forward to Celebrity and Concierge. Yes, I am. Thank you, Julie. I need Icon to drop the prices. Looks beautiful. Icon is not dropping anytime soon. I thought once they released the 2026 sailings that no, guys, Icon is crazy expensive. And I mean, some people, I've had several clients that have booked Icon and money's not an object for them. And guys, we cruise a lot. Like I said, you guys see we cruise a lot, but we do it in a we don't spend a whole lot on our cruises. I mean, we pay full price. We haven't had anyone pick us up yet. Except for when we are invited. So the Icon of the Seas being invited for the preview sailing, not having to pay a dime. We have drink package, all of that. So we're so thankful for that opportunity. But yeah, so we kind of cruise. Guys, we don't do anything at home. Like our kids are in all kinds of activities. We don't like go out to eat. We don't spend money at home. So when you see us cruising regularly, it's because we don't do anything at home. We live a very frugal life. I mean, and I don't want to make it sound like we're boring at home, but we're like constantly at gymnastics, Special Olympics, basketball, bowling, track, cross country. So we're busy. But yeah, but I have some people that are booking Icon left and right, and good for them. And I try not to spend what's in people's pockets. So if you come to me and say, I want this, now I will, as a travel advisor who's very budget conscious, if you come to me and say, hey, I want to book Icon and Icon is $8,000 for July, and I see that it's $6,000 for August, I might say, hey, why don't you wait 3 weeks and get on Icon? You can save a couple $1,000s. So I do that, but I'm not going to tell anyone not to book Icon because that's more money in my pockets. So, Zisha says, yes, I'm getting ready to go on the cruise on a brand new Carnival Jubilee, December 23rd. Yay! Excited to see that. We were booked on Jubilee. We canceled it. We were booked on the inaugural sailing, but the flights were just ridiculously high and kind of just want to be home for Christmas. So we were booked on the inaugural. We were first booked on the inaugural for Thanksgiving, and then when that canceled, we booked Magic, and then we pushed Jubilee to Christmas and decided because of it really was the flights. The flights we were looking at easily $600 per person round trip to Houston. We weren't going to drive. That's not an option. Angela Patrick says, I love your videos. I'm also an educator. It's awesome to see you prosper after being an educator. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you. And thank you for being an educator and for, educating our youth and taking good care of them. Like I said, I do miss it. I really, really do miss it. And I don't think I'm fully done. Just taking a break. Just taking a break for now. Gloria says, I somehow keep getting unsubscribed. Because that's funny you mentioned that, because I've had quite a few people reach out to me lately to say that they've been getting unsubscribed. So please double check to make sure that you are subscribed. YouTube does this. Like as your channel starts to make some progress and you start getting to those milestones, people get unsubscribed. I don't like it. The Zeke show says, for disabled seniors, I recommend Royal Caribbean. I could totally see Royal Caribbean because you're going to get that fun. You're going to have beautiful ships. And yes, they are very accessible. Yeah, I had kids playing too much at the splash slide on Carnival, knocking kids down. Yeah, that stuff I won't tell you because and guys, this is the principal in me. I will speak to your kids. And I just will. And if I see something and you're not being kind, you're not. And sometimes I feel like people can sense that. And you guys see kind of warm, bubbly. But guys, when that principal turns on, it's a whole nother thing. And I think sometimes kids can sense that. And I just have to give a look. Oh, Ron has to say something. What do you have to say about that?
We as a family just realized that this symbol right here, that silent 0, that means quiet. So when she lifts her hand up like that, with this like that.
Kids don't listen to that. They don't listen to that anymore. Karen says, yes, food at dinner, food was barely hot and unseasoned, and my whirlpool flooded on the balcony. Oh, yeah. So that means you had a really nice cabin, though, if you had a whirlpool. But, yeah, the food was never hot on MSC. Yeah. On MSCC side. The other ships, the food was okay. Wasn't anything to write home about, but it was okay. Yes, for people that are disabled, you can rent a scooter. Yes, they have Scoot Around. There's another company that you can rent a scooter for the duration of your cruise. Do not get on the ship thinking you're going to get a scooter. We actually met a guy on this cruise who needed one for his aunt. And I just happened to overhear him talking to someone else that was in a scooter. And he was like, hey, where did you get that from? And the guy had no clue where he even got it from. So I kind of chimed in. I said, excuse me. I said, you have to get this before you get on the cruise. So I gave him all the information that he needed for his future cruise on, Scoot Around. And what's the other one? Special Needs at Sea. That's the other company that you can book a scooter for. And they're reasonably priced, I think. And like Special Needs at Sea, they'll actually deliver, like if you're staying pre-cruise, they'll deliver your scooter to your hotel. I know Scooter Round, they'll deliver it to the cruise ship, sometimes in your cabin, sometimes in the terminal, just depends on, but yeah, so those are available. Wheelchairs as well. They do not have scooters, wheelchairs, walkers, anything like that on the ship for people to use. Only in the event of emergency. Welcome in, Mag. Thank you for being here. Carnival Legend in 100 days. Well, you have a great time. $8,000. Yeah. Icon's crazy. $600 per person is a lot. Yep. Everyone has a different budget. So Rachel says, you are an inspiration. One day I do plan to retire from teaching. Enjoy cruises on off-season pricing. Yeah, guys. And that was the thing, being an educator. Like, I was kind of forced to only cruise summer, spring break. And those are the high
demands.
Yeah, high demand. And now that I have the flexibility, which is why, and I always have to clarify, because I get people commenting like, me cruising without the family. Well, now that I'm not tied to a school system, I have the flexibility to cruise whenever I want, because I work for myself. I own my own travel agency.
I thought we owned it.
We own a travel agency. But if you ever reach out to us, it's going to be me who does the responding. It'll be my face that you see on the email. But yeah, it's our business. And lost my train of thought. What was I talking about?
About how you own a travel agency.
Yeah, I forgot my original train of thought. But yeah, so now I can cruise whenever I want to cruise, and it's just amazing. Like the January cruise I'm thinking about, we've spent a couple $100s, whereas if I had to do that in December over Christmas break, I'd be spending a lot more money. So it is nice to be able to cruise off season. After my cruise on Jubilee, I will be going on Virgin cruise ship. Will it be your first time on Virgin? Now, guys, if you don't know, I cruised Virgin the same time last year. It was December 1st, I think. Did not like it at all, but I'm giving them a second try. And I always recommend that, because sometimes you might not have a good experience. And it wasn't that I didn't have a good experience. It was just that it's not my style. Being that I love kids, I love being around families. It's an all-adult cruise ship, adults only cruise ship. Their entertainment happens late in the evening. If you guys don't know, I wake up really early and I go to bed early. So it just wasn't really working. I felt like the food was overrated, but I've heard they made some changes. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get back on Virgin, give them a try, see how I like it. So I will be on Valiant Lady December 10th through the 16th. So excited to give them another chance. And guys, I'll be honest, if it doesn't work out this time, it will never work out. I will never go back on a Virgin Voyages cruise. But I could say that I did give them a fair chance. And I have people that absolutely love Virgin. And it's okay if I say I don't like them, because that's my opinion. It's just not my style of cruising. Like, some people don't like Carnival, you know, like I'll say Carnival is my favorite cruise line. They'll be like, ugh, like I don't like Carnival. Well, that's your opinion. I like the vibe of Carnival. I like the family atmosphere. So it's okay to not like a cruise line because it's just not your thing. It doesn't make them a bad cruise line, because there are good things about Virgin, but there's things that I just don't overall, like the whole adults only. Like I'd rather be around a bunch of kids. So, it says, okay, by the way, if you use a drink package, it does worth if you take more than 5 to 6 drinks a day. Yeah, you need about 5 to 6 drinks a day to make it worth it. Welcome in, Miss Bree Brizzle. Welcome in. I appreciate you being here. Tanger says, thank you for the information. Absolutely. Yep, the food on Seaside was never hot. Never, ever. MSC, they did a documentary on the Seaside on Amazon Prime. Yes, they did. They did. We saw that one. Was it Seaside or was it? Yeah, it was Seaside. The Life of the Cruise, wasn't it? I think so. I think that's what it was called. Any tips on what type of clothing to pack for a Christmas Caribbean cruise? Welcome in, Island Dreamer. So we've cruised Christmas a few times. And guys, if you don't know, a Christmas cruise, some people feel like Christmas cruise is only on Christmas. They literally decorate the ships and they do all Christmas activities up until like right after Thanksgiving. So there's going to be like probably 4 or 5 sailings, depending on the length of your cruise, of it being Christmas. And they will decorate. They will have the same like writing letters to Santa. They'll have Santa visits. They'll have all kinds of things. So you don't feel like you have to book it for Christmas Day, because they're going to have Christmas themed activities. If you want to know what I'm talking about, check out last year we were on no, we were on Carnival Elation for December 17th through the 21st. And we participated in all of the Christmas things, visit with Santa, gifts with Santa, all of that. And we weren't on board for Christmas Day. But for what to pack what you would normally pack on a Caribbean cruise. They will do like things like an ugly sweater contest, maybe pack that. They will have like a PJ night, usually like holiday PJs. So maybe pack those. Everyone is festive with like headbands and lights. So I feel like people do more of the Christmassy themed things but pretty much you're going to still pack your swimsuits and, your formal night clothing, but a lot of Christmas themed things. But the two things I'm thinking of are usually PJs. They'll have a day where people just it depends on the cruise line. They'll have like a day where people just are in their PJs, their holiday PJs, usually Christmas Eve. And then they'll do the ugly sweater contests. Maria Smith, welcome in. Thank you for being here. And you're from Montreal. Welcome in, Mag. Thank you so much. That's where you live. Awesome. Tamika says, we see you, Ron. Yeah, he keeps chiming in. He's over there supposed to be working. Cindy says, hello, just returned from cruising on Royal Caribbean Oasis of the Seas. It was my son's first flight to Miami and first cruise. Everything was amazing. So glad to hear that. That is awesome. First flight and first cruise. That's a milestone. That's awesome. I hope it says you guys had a great time. So welcome home. Angela says, I dream of being able to travel with my family like you do. We love to cruise. Yeah, and you can make it a reality. I mean, it takes some work. And like I said, I don't know if this is going to be a permanent thing at this point, but we're going to keep it going as long as we can. As long as we can. Uh-oh, he's coming back.
We didn't always start off with cruises. We started off with land-based vacations, but Raquel and I made a conscious decision not to give our kids a lot of gifts. So we wanted to make sure that we could fill their minds with experiences.
Joe, turn the light on.
And those experiences kind of hopefully last the balance of their lives or the remainder of their lives as opposed to a gift. So some of the money that we would have spent on gifts gets transferred to cruising.
Yeah.
And my wife's casino addiction, evidently.
It's not a casino addiction. He's exaggerating, guys. I don't spend that much in a casino. But as far as like cruising like every month, I don't know how long we're going to be able to pull that off. But like I said, as long as we can, we will. But yes, you can make that a reality. It'll happen. We'll speak it into existence. Miss Bree Brizzle says, I have 2 cruises booked this next January. Love off season. Yeah, the off season prices are amazing. Max says, lucky. Welcome in, Dre. Guys, be sure to check out Tripping with Dre and Michelle. Another two that are amazing content creators. Check them out. Dre does some amazing music. I need to touch base with you because he listened to Veronica's intro and he's like, we got to get one of those. So we need to touch base. But you said, I don't like Virgin either. Yes. And you were part of the, was it Groupcation, I think, with Edna. And yeah, Virgin, I'm going to give him another shot. But yeah, a lot of people don't care for him. Me, 1 to 2 cruises in 4 years. It's Ron distracted because every time you say you'll be cruising, I'm expecting him to remind us that he'll be home with the kids. He likes to remind you guys of that. But Ron does that by choice. Yes, Seaside, I watch it 10 times to get cruise vibes. Yeah, that's a really good documentary too. If you have not watched The Secret Life, I think it's called The Secret Life of a Cruise or a Cruise Ship. It gives you like behind the scenes, like the laundry facility and, how they bring on millions of dollars worth of food each cruise and how they check off and they have to do this. It's a really cool documentary. So yeah, we enjoyed that one. Same for Magnifica. Food was never hot, even gluten-free options, which are typically specially made. Yeah, never hot. I agree. My opinion is just that. I enjoyed my Carnival cruise, but I still prefer Royal Caribbean. Yeah. And we like Royal. I've talked about this before. We like Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean is just sometimes out of our budget. The bigger, nicer ships for Royal Caribbean tend to be a little bit more expensive than what we would pay on a Carnival cruise. And that's why we cruise Carnival more than anything. And my goal is to hit every Carnival cruise ship. I think I'm about a little over halfway there. So the goal is to hit every Carnival cruise ship. So if you're noticing that we're cruising a lot of Carnival and a lot of our vlogs are Carnival, it's because that is the goal. And then I'll move on to the next cruise line. When booking a cruise, with you, do you help with finding budget-friendly flights? Good question, T. Milton. Welcome in. So I do not book flights, but I will send you options. And the reason I don't book flights is because I do cruise once or twice a month. And with flights, when you book flights and you book anything through a travel advisor, anytime you need to make changes or make payments or something happens, it has to go back through the travel advisor. And if I'm cruising and let's say you're preparing to fly out for a cruise and your flight gets delayed or canceled, when you try to go to the counter to make a change, they're going to say you got to talk to your travel advisor. And I have to contact the airline. And the airlines are very, very hard to get a hold of by phone. And if I'm cruising, I won't necessarily have phone reception to call. And so for that reason, because I travel as much as I do not book flights, but I can absolutely send options for budget-friendly flights, and you can book it on your own. So that's just how I handle it. Some travel advisors do book flights. I don't, because honestly, it's a huge hassle on our, not that I don't want to help my clients, but I also don't want to be in a place where my client is stuck because I'm cruising or traveling and working and they're stuck somewhere and they can't get a hold of the airline because they had a flight change or cancellation. So some do book flights. I personally don't, but if you request some options, I have no problem sending those.
Tell them about expanding where they take off and land from. That opens up the better pricing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Carnival Cruise Line's better for me. Yeah, it just depends. Evolving with Edda says, I love that. I'm not the casino addiction, guys. I am not addicted to the casino. Yes, The Secret Life of the Cruise. That's what it's called. Have I done Carnival Legend or Pride? I have not. But yeah, we'll be on one of those soon. I hope you enjoyed Friendscation. You definitely picked the right fun bunch. Enjoy the rest of your cruise. Excited to see the next cruise as well. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much, Etta. Appreciate you being here. All right, guys, and it looks like we're down to the end of the chat, but I appreciate you guys all being here. Again, tomorrow is a C day. Oh, if you tend to wait out for our TGI Friday vlog, I'm live right now because I'm unable to upload our vlog for tonight. So I figured if I go live, I kind of make up for it a little bit. But I will be releasing that on Sunday, right before I get on. So when I go to the airport to pick up our guest cruiser, our guest visitor, and drop the family off, I plan on just sitting for a minute to get my video to upload. So Sunday, expect, I think it's going to be the last part of our MSC. I do have a little bit more for MSC, but I think I'm kind of done with it, the MSCC side. So I'm going to release that. And then the next series after that, I'm going to jump right into Celebrity Ascent. I'm going to jump over Carnival Magic and do Celebrity Ascent first, since it's just a three-day cruise. And I really want to get that out to those of you that are already booked on Celebrity Ascent. So look out for that. But Sunday, you will have a new vlog out. But yeah, so stay tuned. Have that notification bell on. Please double check to make sure that you are still subscribed. I will be going live on Sunday at some point once we get on board Celebrity Ascent and get situated. If you're looking to book a cruise, feel free to send me a message, reach out to me. I'm actually about to get back to work here in a few minutes before we get to dinner. We appreciate your support. Thank you so much for chiming in if you're on Facebook. Expect me to go live on TikTok here soon. I have not gone live on TikTok yet, but I plan on going live on TikTok. Make sure you're following us on all of our social media platforms. But we really do appreciate all the support. And we're going to get back to cruising on Carnival Magic. I'm going to enjoy my buttered popcorn Jelly Belly. Did you eat them? Okay. So I'm going to enjoy my jelly beans. And I will catch you guys later. And I'll see you guys actually Sunday when we go live from Celebrity Ascent. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.